What's up? What's up? What's up? Straight to the point. Sports and entertainment. I want you to hit the like. Make sure you sub to the channel if you're not a member, and hit them notifications so that you're able to get all of my content and uh, and all of my videos. Um, we here early in the morning. Salute to the whole Lions Den basketball and boxing communities, and salute to everybody that rocking with me. Day ones as well as the new subs and also the haters too as well, man. I appreciate y'all too, man. Y'all are my stepping stone, and I'm still gonna be at it, man. Regardless. I hope everybody feeling all right. Please hit that like when you come up in here, man. We finna get into some heavy conversation right now. I'm not gonna keep y'all too long. Um, of course, last night we had a very busy um, NBA night. Quite a few teams played their asses off. Stephen Green, what's up with it? I saw the game. It shows our inside game is weak. We gonna talk about it. We definitely gonna talk about it. Stephen Green. Make sure y'all go sub to Stephen Green. Um, man, Stephen Green, man. Hey, man. Man, you gonna have to make your videos longer, man. I I gotta be real with you. You know what I'm saying? I keep it 100 on there, man. You gonna have to make your videos longer, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just keeping it 100 with you. You know what I'm saying? Because you know you giving the snippets, man. Uh, people want to hear what you got to say, and that's really not harsh criticism. That's saying that people want to hear your insight. You know what I'm saying? But I understand though. I get it though, Stephen. Man, you work too. You know what I'm saying? A lot of YouTube is not your life. You know what I'm saying? Just like YouTube shouldn't be everybody's life. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely not my life. You know what I'm saying? I have a life outside of here. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, man. Other than that, man, just keep on grinding. Um, please double tap the screen and give your boy a like. You know what I'm saying? I don't have that many people in here at all, but please hit the like, man. Okay, it don't cost anything. Now, last night, of course, we took a L. Um, we are depleted. We are without Joel Embiid. Okay, we are without Tyrese Maxey. Okay, we don't have our superstar. Um, I told people, okay, and I don't like to get on here and be like, "Oh, I told you so" or anything like that. What's up with it, Yang? I see you in the building. But having said that, Paul George, he only had 9 points. Uh, Paul George cannot carry a team like that. And I'm not gonna be too hard on. I'm not gonna be like, "Hey, yeah, I told you so" and all this other stuff. Yeah, I know you can't see me. Okay, I know you can't see me. We're doing a dark screen, so but you can hear me though. Okay, so you could chill here. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want to look at the back screen, because I want you to hear what I'm saying. Okay, but the thing about it is what you got to realize, man, and understand is that Paul George can no longer carry a team like that, as I've said before. But I'm not going to criticize Paul George heavy. And the reason is because, for one, Paul George is coming back off of a hyperextended knee. Okay. Um, then on top of that, you have a bunch of guys that still haven't played with one another. You know what I'm saying? Um, we have new guys on our team. You know what I'm saying? That got to get familiar with one another. And Nick Nurse, to be quite honest with you, he's still figuring out the rotation. You said Embiid need to get off his butt, off the couch, and help us win games. And that leads me to what I need to say to you, Stephen. It's time to pull the plug on Joel Embiid. How we're gonna do that, I don't know, considering that he signed an extension. But now we are 1-7. We are dead last, okay, in the Eastern Conference. Um, there is no excuse for that, okay. It's time to pull the plug on Joel Embiid. And I don't know how we're going to do it, but it needs to be done. It's time to move on from this. Everybody talks about how, they're ready to move on from LeBron James. They're ready to move on. The league is ready to move on. Well, this might sound kind of harsh. I'm ready to move on from Embiid. I'm ready to move on from Embiid. At this point right now, uh, nothing much can be said. You know what I'm saying? And I look at this game right here. It's not necessarily a measuring stick or anything, but I look at this game, man, and I say to myself, I'm like, Kobe would have wanted the smoke regardless of how he was feeling. MJ would have wanted the smoke regardless of how he was feeling. And the reason is because he wanted to fight for his team. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily as an individual. He wanted to fight for his team. You seeing your team out there depleted. You seeing Paul George out there. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to sit up here and give Paul George a whole bunch of sympathy and all that other stuff, but he can no longer carry a team. What's up, Ted? Salute to you, Bruce Gas. Make sure y'all go sub to the homie Bruce Gas, man. Um, he can no longer carry a team. And that's what I was telling Ted. Ted, he only had 9 points. You said, like, listen, and I'm gonna be real with you. It is unfair to Paul George. You putting him at an unfair advantage. However, I'm not gonna feel too much sympathy because when people come up in here and tell me, we'll be all right, and Paul George can still carry the team, and Paul George is still at that level and stuff like that. I'm trying to tell you that you're sadly mistaken. Paul George is better fit to be a complimentary player. Then on top of that, Steven said something that was key. Our inside game is so weak. We all know that Andre Drummond cannot keep up with Anthony Davis. He did what he could. Andre Drummond did what he could, but Andre Drummond is not a scorer. Andre Drummond is nowhere in the stratosphere offensively as to what Anthony Davis, and Anthony Davis was hitting them from outside. Anthony Davis was getting rebounds. Anthony Davis was spinning off of him. Anthony Davis was just murdering Andre Drummond and our inside guys. And another thing that I got to say too, Nick Nurse, he did a piss poor job of getting Gershon his minutes. Gershon should have at least had 30, almost 40 minutes. I'm talking about the guy from France. He should have had more minutes. I think he had 13, 14 points. Gershon is needed. We need our injury. Need his injury. You said Paul George will get it together. Ted, I don't listen, man. I I don't know what type of glasses that you would prescribe. I don't know if you farsighted or nearsighted. I don't know if you are legally blind. uh, I don't know if maybe you have astigmatism. I don't know if you got blurred vision. I don't know if you need contacts. But you know damn well that Paul George is not going to be able to get anything together, especially being placed in the position that he's in right now. Okay, you saying that he's going to get it together. Yeah, he might get it together. He might get some buckets together and all that other stuff. But equating the wins and him leading the team, what are you looking at? What are you looking at? Okay, Ted. All right, man. Yeah. All right, man. Hey, man. Hey, you know, keep hope alive. In the words of Jesse Jackson, keep hope alive. Exclusive news, TV in the building. Make sure y'all go sub to exclusive news. It's on and popping over there. You know what I'm saying? Um, exclusive news, man. We got into verbal jujitsu yesterday on the show with all the, the Trump and Kamala Harris and all that and everything. Good brother though, man. Good channel over there. Definitely on the come up, man. Make sure y'all go sub to him. You said the season is still young. Okay. They're not gonna go on a run. They're not gonna go on a run, Ted. I'm gonna tell you this right now. First off, we gotta see when Joel Embiid is eligible. Then on top of that, you're talking about Maxi being out for another couple weeks. Hamstring hamstring issues tend to linger. Um, I didn't. Wasn't me. What you mean exclusive? What you talking about, bro? But listen, you're sadly mistaken. It is time to pull the plug on Joel Embiid. Let's not get away from the point, Ted. I'm not, to be honest with you, I'm not blaming Paul George for this. Paul George played in the preseason. Paul George was working out at Rico Hines. Paul George, unfortunately, he had an injury that took place. But I salute Paul George for getting right back out there and not making excuses. What is Joel Embiid's excuse? What is Joel Embiid's excuse? He's been nothing but a disappointment. The only reason I'm not going off on Paul George as much is because he's at least trying. Now he only played 25 minutes. He still got to get his rhythm together and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, he can't carry a team like that. Right? Yeah, he's not. He's not. He's not the leader that people want. I'm not gonna say that he's like a trash leader or nothing like that, exclusive, but he's not gonna be at the forefront of carrying the load like that no longer. Now, if you would have said Indiana Pacers, Paul George, we cooking with grease, but nah, Paul George is about to be 35 years old. You know what I'm saying? And Ted is looking at Paul George like he's still 22, 23 years old, man. No, no. I see we play better without Embiid. Uh, the ball moves. We just need Maxi, and it's something that we have to adapt to. Joel Embiid, man, he's gonna demand the ball a lot. He's gonna want his touches. He's gonna get frustrated if he don't get the ball. And Joel Embiid is can tend to be a selfish player sometimes. That's why he was begging for MVP. Uh, what's up? Yeah, he's 34 going on 35. You know what I'm saying? What's up with you, Angelo Bell? I see you in the building. I see you in the building, man. I'm finna take my kids to Urban Air, Angelo Bell, let them run around. But yeah, like it's time to pull the plug on Joel Embiid. You've been in the league a decade and you haven't accomplished anything. Well, a measly MVP, and then on top of that, you listen. I know I might sound repetitive when I say this, but we got to face the facts here, and I'm gonna sound like a broken record, and I'm gonna continue just like y'all sit up there and y'all try to expose, LeBron, which he has been exposed and all this other stuff. Nah, it's time to start exposing some of these other clowns. that's doing clown shit. He is stealing money, man. You know damn well he should be playing right now. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with Embiid. He out there laughing, having fun, stuff like that while you getting your ass kicked. Now people were getting on Steph Curry when he was laughing on the sideline and stuff like that. But Steph Curry, last time I checked, he's a four-time champion. Last time I checked, he's the only unanimous MVP, an MVP he didn't have to beg for, like Embiid. But I digress. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, man, the Phoenix, man, they beat the no. Cavs beat the Warriors. Yeah, Phoenix. Phoenix is red hot right now. I got to give it to Phoenix right now. Phoenix is red hot right now. Phoenix is red hot. Uh, Also, the Cavaliers are red hot, man. But uh, like I said, man, Joel Embiid, man, has been nothing but a disappointment to. You said Suns are on a heater. Yeah, they are. Hey, they're doing better. Listen, there was a comparison, Ted, with Mike Budenholzer and Doc Rivers uh, as to what he's doing with the Bucks right now. And Mike Budenholzer was doing better with the Bucks than Doc Rivers is. Doc Rivers is 2-7. And we know that Mike Budenholzer with the Suns is 8-1. You can say what you want about Mike Budenholzer. I don't really like his coaching philosophy, but Mike Budenholzer is still a champion. You said about to go to watch the teams that my son play next week because they got first round buys. Do some scouting. Look at him. He taking it serious. Hey, Angelo Bell up in there doing film study. Doing film study, man. Hold on one sec, y'all. Yeah, Angelo Bell up in there doing film study, man. Nah, but like I said, man, it's time to go ahead and pull the plug on Joel Embiid, man. We're not gonna win. We're not gonna win a championship with Joel Embiid. He doesn't have a championship mentality. Um, you say what you want about a guy like a LeBron. You say what you want about a guy like Giannis. You say what you want about Steph Curry. Uh, you say what you want about hell Jalen Brown and Jason Tatum. Those guys that I mentioned, those guys are champions. You say what you want about Jokic. He's a champion. To a lesser degree, you say what you want about Luka. He's gotten to the finals. You say what you want about Anthony Edwards. He's gotten to the Western Conference Finals. You understand what I'm saying? You say what you want about Bam and Jimmy Butler. You know what I'm saying? Them guys have been to the finals. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's just keep it 100. But y'all sit up here, we're gonna be fine with Paul George, and we're gonna be fine with Joel Embiid. Well, really, Joel Embiid, man, you sadly mistaken, man. And Nick Nurse, I like Nick Nurse. I've defended him, but his rotations have been suspect. He know that Gershon should have got more minutes, but we knew that the Lakers were gonna come in. Yeah, he does. I mean, listen, he's younger. He's more athletic. No timetable. It's when he well he's eligible to play, but there's still no timetable. He already this is game 3 of the suspension or whatever. Um, so now he's eligible to play, but there's still no timetable. And I'm not worried about when he coming back. I could care less at this point. We're not gonna win with Joel Embiid, man. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, you gotta look at it like this too, Angelo. They still gotta they still gotta establish chemistry and continuity together. They don't have no continuity or chemistry together. It looked good. I know Ted thinks it looks good. You know what I'm saying, and it sounds good. Yeah, insanity, man. It's insanity. It's insanity. Same results. Only this time, Stephen. It was the first round, not the second round. Last year, it was the first round and not the second round. So I'm not excited. I'm worried about Maxi. That's who I'm worried about. I'm more worried about Maxi. Maxi is our future. To be honest with you, do you think that Joel Embiid, realistically, looking at Joel Embiid, do you think that Joel Embiid his body can hold up for 6, 7 more seasons? Do you really think that? I want to hear from you. Do you think that he can? Exactly. So why are you putting your faith, Chad? Why are we putting our faith in a guy who just wants to just sit? He does more sitting down than he does playing. Y'all talk about LeBron. You can talk about LeBron all day, all you want to. LeBron is still out there playing. You might not like it, but he's out there playing. It's sad because y'all are telling LeBron he on the court so much that you ready for him to go. We up in here, damn, can Joel Embiid at least get on the court? I don't know. I don't know, man. They do feed well off of each other. We always have a chance with Maxi, but um well, Maxi is better than he's better than D'Lo. You know what I'm saying? We know that Maxi is at superstar. He's emerging into a superstar. You know what I'm saying? So, but our interior is where our problem lies, Angelo Bell. That's where we we're having the most problem. Andre Drummond, man, I mean, he had 14 rebounds. You know what I'm saying? I applaud his effort, but we know that Andre Drummond is, since his days in Detroit, who I'm about to talk about right now, he's always been, ever since he came out from Connecticut to Detroit, he's always been about just offensive rebounds and rebounds. He's not a scorer. You know what I'm saying? He's just not a scorer. But uh speaking of Detroit, shout out to Detroit. Shout out to Motown. Shout out to Motor City. Detroit, uh, they beat the Hawks by one, led by Cade Cunningham, who had a triple double. They without Jaden Duran. Um, man, just a overall dynamic game. But Cade Cunningham had 22. Um, I think it was Ivy. I want to say Ivy had 22 too, but Kay Cunningham had a 22 point triple double, and Trey Young, I mean, in 41 minutes, I think he had 35 or something like that. But I'm gonna tell you something. Like I told people about Detroit, Detroit is for real, man. JB Bickerstaff, they're already, and this is another thing. Detroit, I know it's early. I know it's early. I'm not trying to be a prisoner of no moment. But Detroit is in seventh right now. You know what I'm saying? And I know it's too early to be saying, yeah, if the playoffs started today and all this other stuff. But hell, I mean, look at the Cavs. The Cavs are the only undefeated team in the league, and they praising them, and a lot of people are shocked and surprised. I'm happy that Detroit is actually winning some games. They're winning. I mean, close to more games than they did earlier on in the season last season. So I got to give a shout out to JB Bickerstaff. I like what Kay Cunningham is doing. Yeah, they're a nice young team. They don't have Jaden Duran. I think he got hurt or something like that. Yeah, but you said they were trash, Steven. You said that Detroit wasn't gonna go nowhere. You said that nah, Steven, I'm not gonna let you off the hook, man. You said that Detroit wasn't even gonna go nowhere. Did you or did you not? Did you or did you not? Yeah, but they a nice young team, man. They got a lot of potential, man. They they play fast, and I like the effort that Kate Cunningham is giving on both ends of the floor. That last minute block, he had a block and a layup in the uh, final points of regulation. I like what Kate Cunningham. See over here, I'm not gonna dummy down the talk by just talking everyday Lakers and everyday Kevin Durant and everyday, you know what I'm saying, Steph Curry. No, we're gonna start giving some of these other teams props. Everybody talk about, oh yeah, well the ratings are low and stuff like that. That's because you always talking about one player all the time. You know what I'm saying? Nah, we got to start talking about shit. Cade Cunningham can hoop, man. Cade Cunningham can hoop. It's just that you don't get a chance. You don't know nothing until you actually sit there and watch some of these teams. You said Milwaukee. I'm surprised they're losing. I'm not surprised. Look who they got coaching. Okay, and shout out to Doc Rivers, but nobody's gonna buy into Doc anymore. The game has passed Doc by, and on top of that, you got two guys that can't coexist. You got Dame Lillard. Hold on, y'all. Detroit don't have superstars. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Cade Cunningham is a superstar. What do you mean? What you think? Cade Cunningham is that guy, man. And watch, he will be a perennial All Star. They just don't have the listen. I don't think you paid attention to. They don't. He's emerging into a superstar. He been putting in work. You know what I'm saying? See, that's the problem. Y'all want, oh yeah, man, you gotta have LeBron there, or you gotta have that guy there, or you gotta have that guy there. Nah, he came there off the rip. He came there out the mud. That's the team that he was drafted by. So he got to develop. Hold on one sec, y'all. All right. You said just one. They don't need multiple superstars, man. Like, dog, you're talking about a guy. You talk, Stephen. You're talking about a guy that's at the beginning stages of his career. See, that's where we're at with this. That's how people think nowadays. That's how you thinking nowadays. You think, oh, you got to have a whole bunch of superstars on the team in order to win. No, you don't. You don't. Uh, what's it called? Boston. Boston Celtics. They only had two superstars. They coupled with a lot of role players. You know what I'm saying? You don't like we got to get out of that mentality. When they played back when they had Rasheed Wallace and all them. I mean, who could you honestly say that was superstars on that squad? You know what I'm saying? A lot of people didn't. They didn't. I mean, I might have looked at Chauncey Billups as a superstar. Some people might have looked at as a superstar, but a lot of people didn't look at Chauncey Billups as a superstar. A lot of people didn't look at Ben Wallace, even though he was a great player, defensive player, and all that other stuff. They didn't look at him as a superstar. They didn't look at Rasheed Wallace as no superstar. They didn't look at Rip Hamilton as no superstar. But guess what? They were still able to win. They didn't look at what's the name? Tayshaun Prince. Hell, Darvin Ham was on the squad. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know, like they didn't look at them guys as superstars, but guess what? They were winning. So, Stephen, man, you got to stop with all this. Oh yeah, man, they ain't got no superstar. All this other stuff. That's the problem. Y'all think that you got to have 2, 3 big names in order to accomplish something. Yeah, Corliss Williamson, man, he wasn't nothing since Arkansas. You know, and that's when you knew Corliss Williamson. Damn, he went way back. He went way back. He going back to Big Country Reeves and all them. Yeah. Going back to God Sham God and all them. You know what I mean? Corliss Williamson, yeah, I remember when he played for Sacramento too. Yeah, Cherokee Parks and Tractor Trailer and he going way back, bro. That boy going way back. Back in the time. Nah, but like, Stephen, we got to get off of that, man. Like, you don't need a whole bunch of superstars in order to accomplish, you know, something. Like, okay, it's just like with the Chicago Bulls back in the day. You'd have Michael Jordan, you had Scottie Pippen. Believe it or not, as good as Scottie Pippen was, there was some people that didn't see Scottie Pippen as a superstar. I might have saw him as a superstar, you know what I'm saying, because of what he was able to do and stuff like that. But there were some people that didn't really put him. They were like, "Oh yeah, that's just Scotty." I'm not talking about me, okay? I don't want people to get it twisted. I saw him as a superstar, but a lot of people didn't see him as a superstar. So Detroit is on the come up, man, and that's the problem. Y'all want to pay attention. Y'all used to paying attention to LeBron, paying attention to KD, paying attention to Steph Curry, some of these other guys. Y'all don't want to pay attention to this new crop of young guys that are coming up. You know what I'm saying? Like the Victor Wembanyama, like the Ja Morant. You know what I'm saying? Who's hungry mentality? Hell, look at Ja Morant. Ja Morant was the only superstar on his squad. Who else on that squad was a superstar? I'm saying before Zach Edey. Now Zach Edey, he playing good. He's something else. You know what I'm saying? He's something vicious. But we can't. It's too early to say. Okay, he's a superstar. But he got potential. He could fill the void. You know what I'm saying? That John Morant was missing. Be a dynamic duo. But besides that, Steven, John Morant was the only superstar on that squad. Other than that, and they made it to the Western Conference Finals. Um, John Morant and them did. That last time I checked, it was John Morant, and he had a whole bunch of role players on there. I mean, he had Derrick Brooks, had JJJ, you know what I'm saying, Jerry Jackson Jr. You know what I'm saying. Them guys weren't superstar. It was John Morant that was a superstar, and no shade to those guys or whatever. But you know, like that's another example. You don't need two, three, four superstars on no squad. That's what everybody always want to blame Kevin Durant for what he did going to Golden State and all that other stuff. But no, we got to get a smoke to some of these other guys, man. Like, you know, like LeBron, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, when it came to, you know, Boston. Now, even though that was a little bit different, but they still was on the squad together. It was Ray Allen, Paul Pierce, and KG or whatever. Paul Pierce was already there. That was three superstars. Who? Victor who? Victor Wembanyama? He's always been good in defense. He always been good in defense. What do you mean? He always been good in defense. He led the league in blocks, man. Runner up, one of the runners up for defensive player of the year. I mean, you could have gave it to AD or you could have gave it to Victor Wembanyama. You said Hawks number one pick is going to be nice also. Yeah, we'll see. You know what I'm saying? But they took that L last night. And, you know, look, Trey Young, he nice and all, but uh, he's going to get the assist, but he, you know, got to cut down on his turnovers. He got to cut down on his turnovers, but we'll see. We'll see about the number one pick. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know. I don't know what I would see him as. You know what I'm saying? And to be quite honest with you, I haven't watched much of. I watched him in the preseason, Angelo. I watched him in the preseason, and I was real critical of him because you know everybody was giving all these other guys smoke and everything. They were giving Bronny James a smoke and all that other stuff because I wanted Bronny James to at least succeed in when it came to the preseason and all that. You know what I'm saying? But you had a guy that was a number one pick that really wasn't doing jack shit. I think he was what he only had like 2, 3 points or something like that. You said blocks going up more. Yeah, I think he was averaging what was it last season? He was averaging what? Um, I think he led the league in block. I think he was averaging like 4, 5 blocks a game or something like that. He was a monster. He led the league in blocks. It was 5.5 or something like that. I think it was 5.5. I'm not too sure. But he led the point is he led the league. You know what I'm saying? He led the league. Yeah, man. So but yeah, man. You said I don't see Trey in the Hawks jersey. I see him getting traded. Traded to who? Don't say us. Don't say us. I don't want Trey Young. I don't want Trey Young. He wouldn't be a good fit. I don't see Trey Young winning in the league. Like you know, everybody tried to compare him to Steph Curry and all this other stuff, man. I don't see him on that level of Steph Curry. And for one, Steph Curry took better care of the ball than Trey Young. Now, don't get me wrong, Trey Young is handling the ball a lot more. But Steph Curry wasn't careless with the ball like Trey Young was, like Trey Young has been. Steph Curry has never led the league, to my knowledge, in turnovers. You understand what I mean? Like he hasn't led the league in turnovers. You know what I'm saying? So I look at all that type of stuff. If you're gonna sit up there and you're gonna compare Trey Young to Steph Curry and all this other stuff, my expectations of you are going to be extremely high, because you talking about a 4-time champion. You talking about on an individual level, he was a unanimous MVP. You know, to the Lakers. See, um, see, Stephen, man, the Lakers got enough. They got it. They got enough. They got enough pieces to win. You know what I'm saying? Like, the Lakers don't need no help, man. You're gonna have to wheel and deal. We not sitting up there, we not making a whole bunch of excuses. You know what I'm saying? We not sitting up there talking about, oh yeah, we need this guy, we need that guy. Nah, not at all. Hold on 1 minute, y'all. Um Now, his coaching is overstated. Like, when we talk about JJ Reddick, you know what I'm saying? All the X's and O's and the Pythagorean theorem, and you know what I'm saying, the hypothesis, and uh the mean, median, mode, and range, and all that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? You can have all that X's and O's and all the algebra, college algebra, trigonometry. You know what I'm saying? Addition, subtraction, all you want to. Uh, but the thing about it is, you leaving out one thing, and that's the best teacher, and that's experience. You know what I'm saying? LeBron don't need no damn help. What LeBron need to do, LeBron needs to accept the fact that he's old, okay, or older. You know what I'm saying? And he needs to just be a facilitator. The offense, that ship don't run without AD at this point of his career. All this, like, that's what I was saying about Paul George. Y'all looking at Paul George like it was his first or second year in the league. Like Paul George that could lock down multiple guys and all this other stuff. That could carry a team and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Full of guys that you really didn't know about except Paul George. He can't do that no more. Fast forward, spin the block talking about LeBron. LeBron cannot do that. He cannot do that. He can't carry no team like that. You know what I'm saying? No matter how we want to sit up here and we want to try to transform it, flip the script, try to make it sound good. The media, trying to push these false narratives and all that other stuff. LeBron can't do that no more, man. You know what I'm saying? So he's got to learn to accept the fact and you know play with what he got. You know, like I I guess my mentality different. You see Ja not making a whole bunch of excuses. Do you see Ja up in there talking about I need help, and none of that other stuff? Nah. Ja, if you don't know about Ja, Ja actually is a supportive teammate. Just listen to the way that Ja talks, man. He's like, yeah, man, I told him to do this, I told him to do that. He's actually being a leader. You know what I'm saying? He's working with the guys that he got. You didn't see him, oh, I need another superstar on my squad and stuff like that. You didn't see Ja complaining about that. Nah, we're gonna run with the horses that we got. They made it to the Western Conference um, without multiple superstars on their team, all this help and stuff like that they crying and complaining about. Let's just get real. Y'all always like, not you, Stephen, but I'm saying in the sense of talking about LeBron. He always talk about, oh, I need this and I need that, stuff like that. Man, you don't need no help. What you need to do is accept the fact that you're older. You can't do some of the things that you used to do. You know what I'm saying? It might look good, on paper and stuff, all these stats that you're putting up, but like Two Raw said, like the brother BLS, Brandon Love Sports said, Like Ticketus said on multiple occasions, your stats are meaningless, man. The stats are meaningless. You know, like when you see 39 points, everybody gonna be like, "Oh wow, he had 39 points and stuff like that." But yeah, you could pad your stats in a loss if you're getting blown out and stuff like that. You know what you? I would respect LeBron more if he just facilitated, did what he could, teach these guys how to be a professional. You know what I'm saying? How to go about the business and stuff like that, instead of trying to, have the team be built around you. Now, see, and it's funny too. This is another thing. It's funny because, like a season, it was either last season or the season before last. He said that he was going to give up the mantle to AD, and this is AD squad. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that? I don't think some people remember that. I remember that. I remember distinctly him saying that. Well, now you acting like, oh yeah, since AD got all the attention, since AD is leading the league in scoring, I think at 32.6 or something like that. Since AD is averaging a double double, 32 and 11, with nearly 2 blocks. I think he averaging like close to 2 blocks, like 1.8 or something like that. Now that he getting all the bravado and the attention, and they calling him the MVP, they calling him the best player. You know what I'm saying? Now you want LeBron to sit up there and be like, oh, oh man, this is my squad, and you just slow everything down. What up with it? No pain. I see you in the building, bro. That's what you want LeBron to do, or what? That's what LeBron want to do. You know what I'm saying? But listen, he got to learn to accept the fact that you've had your time, man. You've had your time, and you could try to sit up there and play till you 40. Shit, you could try to play it till you like 45. Don't make no difference. You still gonna be the. Listen, man. Your game is not gonna get any better. Your game is what it is. You know what I'm saying? All these other guys, they have another level that they could get to. Anthony Edwards, he got a couple more levels that he could get to. Victor Wembanyama, he got a couple more levels that he could get to. Chet Walker got a couple more levels that he could get to. SGA got another level. He got another gear that he could get to. You know what I'm saying? All those other guys, man, the young guys, they got a couple gears that they could get to. LeBron has already been in overdrive. You know what I'm saying? Now he's lowering the clutch right now. He's on the decline. And y'all don't want to face that reality. He's on the decline. And I know some people gonna be like, "Oh man, well he made the playoffs last year." Well, yeah, they got knocked out of the first round. He was missing wide open clutch shots. You know what I'm saying? Getting dunked on by Jamal Murray. Missing assignments. All this narrative about, oh yeah, LeBron can still play defense. No, he can't. He never was a great defender. He was okay. You know what I'm saying? And he actually got better while he was in Miami in terms of his defense. But he's never been no lockdown defender. LeBron has never been a lockdown defender, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, no matter, has he gotten those steals from the passing lane and all that other stuff? Yeah, but he wasn't no lockdown defender like that. So we got to stop acting like, oh yeah, well LeBron, he used to be a lockdown defender and all this other stuff. Nah, the closest time when LeBron was a lockdown defender was when he was in Miami. That was the closest time. Other than that, He ain't never been no lockdown defender, man. Never. I mean, all the chase down blocks and all that other stuff. That's not. That's not necessarily what you call, a great defender. You gotta do more than that. You gotta do more than that, man. So LeBron don't need no help, man. He don't need no help. What you need to do is stick with the soldiers that you got right now. You, you got that coach that you wanted so bad over Darvin Ham, the coach that you begged to come over there, the coach that you pretty much backstabbed Darvin Ham in order to get him in there because you thought that this guy was you know was a genius. What'd you say, Ron? What's up with it, the real? Sorry, man, I had to step away for a minute. What are you thinking about? I mean, if you disappointed in what I said, you said, Ted, get that Green Bay ish out of here. Where's Ted at? Ted is not in here. I mean, he was in here. I don't know if you said I ain't say nothing. Well, no, well, I'm looking at what you said. You got a thinking emotion, like a thinking emoji or something like that. Are you thinking about what I said in terms of LeBron? Because I know that's what you gonna come in here. You gonna cap for LeBron. That's what you gonna do. You gonna come in here. You gonna start cheerleading for LeBron. Well, yeah, I gotta. I had to take care of some stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? Had to take care of some things. But I'm back though. I mean, you're not bringing nothing to the table anyway. The only thing you're gonna do is sit up here and cheerlead for LeBron and all that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, okay. Yeah, he the king, all right. Yeah, he the king. But who's the best player on the team right now? You know what I'm saying? Who is the best player on the team? See, there you go. You know what I'm saying? There he go. And look, uh, I'm gonna put it to you like this, and this is really gonna hurt your feelings too. No pain. This really gonna hurt your feelings, right? If JJ Redick don't do nearly even close, even close to what uh, Darvin Ham does, we got to have a conversation Man, in the beginning, man, no pain. You was up in there talking about respect JJ and all this other stuff, man. Last time I checked, y'all beat Phoenix, but Phoenix is 8-1, y'all. Phoenix is 8-1. The Cavaliers, they 10-0. They got a new coach. You understand what I mean? Man, in the beginning, man, Ted, he was like, man, respect JJ and all this other stuff. I mean, look, y'all win last night was no better than the Milwaukee Bucks beating the Utah Jazz. Y'all beating us was no better than that. If you want to celebrate over that, and I don't want to hear about this a win is a win shit. You said Green Eggs and Ham ain't nobody worried about well, shoot, y'all better be worried about him. Listen, do y'all know that y'all ranked dead last? Well, close to dead last in defense. I think it is. I think y'all ranked like 20 something in defense. It was never that low with not with LeBron. Lord have mercy, with Darvin Ham. You do know that, right? Y'all not doing no better with JJ Redick. Now, in the beginning, the first couple of games, yeah, everybody was like, yo, Pat Riley. I was sort of guilty of it, you know what I'm saying? I just said it seemed like, he was having these guys playing with an edge. But now he's starting to fold. He's starting to bend. He's starting to break. He up in there slamming down the mic because he mad and I just did and all this other stuff. You know what I'm saying? Acting like a little crybaby. He acting like he displaying the old beta male BS, man. But like I said, we want to have this conversation. You up in there, oh yeah, we got to get rid of Darvin Ham and stuff like that. Darvin Ham, his first season, he made it to the Western Conference Finals. He made it to the Western Conference Finals. So that's something that we got to talk about. If he does not do the equivalent or better, he has failed. And I'm being real with you, y'all. If he don't, hey, you know what's gonna be crazy? If he gets in as an 8th seed and don't win, y'all just pulled a Doc Rivers getting hired and firing Adrian Griffin. It's gonna be the equivalent thing because Doc Rivers right now, I think he's 19 and 26 or something like that. Adrian Griffin was since he's been with the Bucks. Adrian Griffin was 31 and 13 or 30 and 13 or something like that. He said he don't win. He ain't win, so it don't matter. What do you mean? He did win. I mean, he will win more games than JJ Redick. If you don't make the playoffs, you trying to tell me if y'all make it as an 8th seed and y'all get bounced out the first round, you're gonna say that JJ Redick is a better coach than Darvin Ham? Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, you don't know a lot about JJ, so you like a guy that disrespects our culture, don't you? Yeah. You like a guy that can't control his emotions. Yeah, you like a guy that sits up there and says horrible logic. You know what I'm saying? That has no knowledge of the game. Talk about plumbers, talk about cab drivers, talk about electricians. I like JJ. Well, hey, LeBron like a lot of things, but it don't seem like he likes to. It don't seem like he wants to do what's necessary for his team. So I guess y'all fall in the same boat. And matter of fact, man, you don't even sound like a Lakers fan. No pain. You sound like more like a LeBron fan. You know what I'm saying? LeBron is not the end all be all. And it's proving more and more as time goes by. Listen, y'all, if y'all had just stuck to the formula, If y'all had just stuck to the format, right, of doing what y'all doing, going through AD, and this whole fiasco with Bronny James and stuff like that in Cleveland or whatever, man, listen, that was unnecessary. Like, I'm gonna be real with you, and I don't have no problem with Bronny James, but I'm gonna be real with you. That was unnecessary. Oh Lord, man, man, dog, you a Kobe fan. Just stop it, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like there's a big difference between a Kobe fan, an MJ fan, than a LeBron fan. You know what I'm saying? We all know that. You know what I'm saying? You you just say that you a LeBron man. You a lot of y'all ain't even Lakers man. Man, once you said Father Time hit, well, shoot, it's more than Father Time. It's grandfather time. It's grandfather time. Listen, and there's nothing wrong with that being Father Time. Listen, he got to understand that more often than none, they're gonna play better with him out without him trying to dominate the ball or trying the offense trying to go through him. You even saw JJ Redick one time. As much as I don't like JJ Redick, he was up in there telling LeBron to shoot the effing ball or whatever. And when the clock had expired, you know what I'm saying? Really chewing them out and stuff. I listen. JJ Redick is not gonna last, man. Yeah, narrative based. Yeah, come on, man. Come stronger than that. We all know damn well that LeBron is not ranked higher than AD. That's a false narrative right there. That's a false narrative. That's a false narrative. And and you guilty of this too, no pain. You guilty of looking at LeBron as if he, second, third year in the league. You said a role player, this man uh needs to be blind. Nah, I ain't gonna say that LeBron ain't no role player, you know what I'm saying? But he's not the player that he once used to be, man. And you gotta stop looking at him like that. You said Jeannie is ruining your team. Of course man. Yeah, he'll be 40, you know what I'm saying? And look, I don't listen, if you were 40 and still successful, okay, that's a different story. But you're 40 and you're wearing down and you're not the same guy that you were, but you're trying to it's like you're forcing the issue and it's taken away from the team. A lot of people don't see that. You're like no pain looking at stats and all this other stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to get beyond that. You know what I'm saying? You can't just be looking at stats and then make a overall determination of why they got good and all this other stuff. Nah, those stats are meaningless. If he was that great and he could still carry a team like that, he would have been able to beat Memphis with no problem. Two guys that haven't played with each other hardly. When we talk about John Moran, when we talk about Zach Edey. Yeah, man. Yeah, he say he a Lakers fan, man. So he said you don't know the history. He said, yeah, man, he put your feet to the fire, no pain. He said you don't know the history. He put your feet to the fire. He calling you out, man. No pain. You gonna let him know you a Lakers fan, man? Let him know, man. Let him know. Let him know. I'm trying to see if No Pain want that smoke. Nah, No Pain is really a Kobe fan, man. I guess he trying to put on for LeBron, but ain't nobody trying to, listen, bro. And look, I respect anybody that's a LeBron fan or whatever, but uh the thing about it is, it's the stands and the fanatics that still think this guy is his third year, or what I'm saying, LeBron in 2016, or LeBron with the Miami Heat. You said follow the Lakers since the mid '80s. Not a Lakers fan. I appreciate Lakers culture. I listen. I'm not a like a hardcore Lakers fan, but I appreciate the Lakers. I used to pay attention to them all the time, though. You know what I'm saying? I love basketball. Like that's why, like I'm like when you said what you said earlier, Stephen, talk about like uh, Detroit don't have a superstar, and I had to let you know and stop you right there that they do have a superstar in Cade Cunningham. You know what I'm saying? It's just that you're not paying attention. You got to pay attention to other teams and other players other than just one franchise and one player. You know what I'm saying? When you right, I only fuck with KB. They bigger than whole Lakers franchise. Nah, that's not true. That's not true. Cause Magic got the same amount of ring as Kobe. You know what I'm saying? So that deads that argument right there. You know what I'm saying? Magic and Kobe got the same amount of rings. Only difference is the reason why I give Kobe the edge over Magic though is because, well, they could kind of go neck and neck. Magic won when he first got there, when he won in '79. You know what I'm saying? But he had Kareem. But people gonna say Kobe had Shaq. But Kobe and Shaq were the only ones that really three-peat. You know what I'm saying? And also you got to look at it like this: without Shaq, Kobe was able to, and No Pain tried to sit up there and say that they didn't win. Kobe didn't win back to back. Yes, he did. He won back to back because he beat the Magic. You know what I'm saying? He beat the Celtics. You know what I'm saying? And we talk about '09 and we talk about 10. You know what I'm saying? Like man, trust me, I'm gonna keep up with the Lakers. I ain't no Lakers fan, but I gotta be a Lakers fan. You know why? This is why. You know what I'm saying? Because we bust the Lakers' ass in '83, baby. Okay, well, you said Philly fans are usually rude. You said Maddie even said, well, hey, listen, it's that's y'all. Anybody could be your favorite Laker. Some people got Kobe. Some people got Magic. Some people got Worthy. You know what I'm saying? Some people got Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, even though he didn't begin his Lakers there. Some people got Shaquille O'Neal, even though he didn't begin his career there. You know what I'm saying? Steven, man. Steven calling No Pain out. He said, man, how far the Lakers gonna go? He said, man, play in. Play in. You said 83, that's what. Man, man, Steven, you act like you. Steven, bro, you ain't that old, man. Steven act like he was fully functioning at 83, like you was a teenager in the 80s. Nah, I was born in '83. Yeah, man. Steven act like he was already like 20. You know what I'm saying? Like he was already working a 9 to 5 in '83. You know what I'm saying? Okay, you was 7 years old, man. You ain't had no concept of no game back then, man. Get out of here, man. like you knew you, man. Come on, man. Yeah, man. He about 20, you know what I'm saying? He about 20 or 83. You know, like, man, back in '69, you know what I'm saying? We didn't do none of that. You know what I'm saying? look, man. Look, I played with Cousy. You know what I'm saying? Look, me and Cousy, we were cool. Oh yeah. Me and Jordan Mike and man, we were yeah we kicked it with one another, man. It was real good. You know what I'm saying? Bill Russell showed up. You know what I'm saying? Then we had to invite Wilt Chamberlain over there. You know what I'm saying? They didn't want nobody over there less than 7 foot. You know what I'm saying? So I figured I'd call Paul Rising over there. You know what I'm saying? And then we had to get half a check over there. You said when you was what made you a fan? You ask me the same daggone questions all the time. I think you really be trying to interrogate me, Stephen, or your memory is bad or something, man. Because we went over this time and time again, time and time again, time and time again. All right. Let me take you back in time, okay? This is the live that you could go back to, Stephen, okay? You could go back to this for the archives. All right. When I was young, okay, went to my uncle's house. All right, I'm talking about my pop's brother or whatever. Went to his house, brought back the tapes, and back in the days there was VHSs and stuff. Well, they had like different like types of basketball type, like the bloopers. They had the dunk, the greatest dunks and all that other stuff. Well, I had put in the all-time bloopers, and I also put in the greatest dunks. I was watching both of them and stuff, and I was fascinated because they talked about Dr. J so much. But then at the same token, on the bloopers, they showed Wilt Chamberlain's game, his 100-point game on it. They showed like little clips and stuff and how the history of Wilt Chamberlain. You know what I'm saying? That's why I appreciate Too Raw for really schooling people on Wilt Chamberlain. But anyways, man, I was fascinated by Dr. J and how innovative he was because coming in, I liked Jordan and everything like that, but I started following the Sixers. You know what I'm saying? And more and more I started following the Sixers and all that other stuff. Now I was born in '83, but I'm not gonna sit up here and cap like Steven is talking about. Oh yeah, man, I was a Sixers fan. You know what I'm saying? At no 7 years old and nothing like that. Nah, where I started to really like them is okay. I followed them here and there. I used to like Hersey Hawkins. I would see him on the video game, and then of course I like Charles Barkley. I was fascinated by their uniforms and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it started off from the tape. I started to be in tune to their uniform. I used to like, Jeff Hornacek. I used to pick them on the game, even know that they wasn't all that good. But what really superseded that is when AI started playing for the Sixers or whatever. And I was that we all know the story, what happened. AI came there because I was a huge AI fan. No pain, no that. I was a huge AI fan, you know what I'm saying? And once he started playing with the Sixers, I just started, riding with him even more. But I was always a Sixers fan because I used to watch Dr. J play, you know what I'm saying? And we know that wasn't the Dr. J of we know that wasn't the Dr. J of the ABA or nothing like that. But just seeing how he, like, they were showing all these different ducks, him coming up, up under the rim and stuff like that. If it wasn't for Dr. J, if it wasn't for Connie Hawkins, if it wasn't for David Thompson, if it wasn't for Elgin Baylor, there would be no Michael Jordan. Yeah, like, listen, Dr. J today, in today's game, he would absolutely destroy. Like, him coming through the middle, It's crazy. So that's how I became a Sixers fan. You got that, Steven? You got it. You know what I'm saying? Because you done asked me that before. You know, Steven going he gonna interrogate you. You know what I'm saying? He gonna make sure. Well, man, let me catch this motherfucking line. Moses Malone made you a Sixers fan. I mean, yeah, but nigga, I was a baby. I was a baby. I'm gonna watch some people that I actually grew up watching. Like I used to like Charles Barkley. My fault, y'all. We down right now. Y'all are down. The 76ers are trash. Um, been the last 10 years, Bolo. Um, we made the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing that I can say. We got a guy. You said the last 10 years. Think about in that 10 years who we have on the team. Who you said that was good. Who you calling so great. Think about 10 years. Think about how long Joel Embiid has been in the league. So I guess you could say that. I guess you could say you are correct. You know what I'm saying? So I listen. We could sit here. You could try to move the goalposts and say that the Sixers are trash and all this other stuff, man. That's fine. But I put it to you like this: the Lakers coming into every season, y'all expectations are way higher than the Sixers. Like they're not. Our expectations aren't to win the championship. As much as I love my franchise, that's not our expectation. Shoot, man, we just trying to get back to the finals for once. So yeah, I don't get mad when nobody says that. You know what I'm saying? But we got to start looking in your direction. What is the Lakers' excuse? You know what I'm saying? We know y'all have an excuse. But yeah, the Cowboys, man, y'all hella down, man. Y'all and they just put Dak Prescott on injured reserve too. You said every team wants to win. Well, stop. Nah, that's not true. The Lakers don't want to win. Y'all worried. Jeannie Buss even said it. Jeannie Buss said that LeBron is a great bargain. You know what I'm saying? So what does that tell you about her? She cares about money and marketing and all that other stuff. She don't care about winning rings and all that. I mean, yeah, a bubble ring. You know what I'm saying? Bubble gum ring, sneakers ring, Starburst ring. You know what I'm saying? Skittles ring. Uh, and them Laffy Taffy ring. You know what I'm saying? Kit Kat ring. Milk Dud ring. Whoppers ring. Jelly Bean ring. Ring Pop ring. You know what I'm saying? Goddamn. Twizzlers ring. Ice cream sandwich ring. Blow pop ring. Oh man. Whatchamacallit ring. Almond Joy ring. You know what I'm saying? They're paying brown sugar in the building. The bodacious, the lovely, the beautiful. Brown sugar is in the building. How you doing, sweetie? You said I think the Sixers got 3 rings. Well, yeah, we were the Syracuse Nationals. We got that one. We won. Uh, we won with Will when it was Philadelphia when it was the Philadelphia Sixers, and then we got one in '83 when we had Moses, Dr. J, and Billy Cunningham. Brown Sugar, how you feeling, baby? Hope you're feeling good. But yeah, you get back. We get back to the type of rings y'all got. Yeah, you know what I'm saying, Ryan? Y'all got nerd rings. Now Juju Bean rings. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the only thing that she care about. She care about marketing. She care about money. She care about popularity. What's trendy? Shit, doesn't that sound a lot like Adam Silver? What? Oh my God! Ooh, brown sugar. Uh uh uh. Brown sugar. She said, I'm sprung. Must be. Got me doing things I never do. Man, you have all these guys up in here, they mouth watering. Brown sugar. Brown sugar. Said my grandfather used to say, people ask you how you feeling, but they really don't want the real answer. Yeah, that's true. Like, how you doing today? Man, you getting on my nerves. That's what it is. Matter of fact, man, go get a haircut and go brush your teeth and do something. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I get it. Uh, yeah, man. But yeah, man. So, what do y'all think? What do y'all think about Durk? I gotta start with my shit today. Yeah, you do. Yeah, it's all right, baby. That's what we like. That's what we be like. You know what I'm saying? We be missing some brown sugar up in here. You know what I'm saying? What do y'all think? What do y'all think about Durk, man? Like Durk. Listen, I don't feel sympathy for Durk. Yeah, free Durk and everything, but he was moving sloppy. Durk was moving sloppy. Let's just be honest. Durk was moving sloppy. We all know that he, we got two more charges, you know what I'm saying, on top of the charges that he got, you know what I'm saying? Durk is done. Now we can sit up here and we can free Durk, we all know that, OTF Jam ratted on him and all that stuff, you know what I'm saying? And OTF Jam is feeling some type of way because he put some stuff in the song, but it still boils down to what Durk did in terms of making all this happen in the way that he did. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he probably didn't get his hands dirty, but it was still sloppily done. What do y'all think gonna happen? Do you think that the judge is gonna throw the book at Dirk? I want to know. I want to know. I'm like Whitney Houston. I want to know. You said free Pooh, free Dirk, free Fetty Wap. Damn, he went. Damn, you took it back to Fetty. He took it back to Fetty Wap, man. What'd he say? Baby, won't you come my way? Oh, you think life? You said I know he probably gonna he done some horrible things in the past, but did you see his growth? Let's talk about that. Yeah, I did. I saw, and look, I've already said, listen, Brown Sugar, you and I both know, no pain, everybody up in here. Dirk was doing what any dude was supposed to do to get his get back in the streets. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm not gonna sit here and judge. He was in that lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? He was over there banging. You know what I'm saying? He was over there Chicago. You know what I'm saying? He had ops. You know what I'm saying? He was an op. You know what I'm talking about? So he was doing what's supposed. He was trying to get his get back for what happened to King Von. You know what I'm saying? Of course, people don't like the fact that he did it the way that he was doing it or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But that was his man. You know what I'm saying? That he was part of the same clique or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So he had to, they were doing going shot for shot. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people can't really understand it, you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? If you're not in that lifestyle, you know what I'm saying, you can't really say anything. But if you've been in that lifestyle, you know what I'm saying, if you've been a part of the streets and everything, if you know some people that in that lifestyle or whatever, you know what comes with it. That's why I'm not gonna sit up here and judge it. Yeah, he was Muslim, you know what I'm saying, did his thing, you know what I'm saying. He started making different songs, whether it was with Dej Loaf, you know what I'm saying, whether it was with different artists or whatnot. J. Cole trying to get on the consciousness and stuff, but at the same damn time, in my future voice, at the same damn time, it all catches up with you. You know what I'm saying? It all catches up with you. I'm not saying what he did, you know what I'm saying, was all topsy-turvy and it was excusable or anything like that. I want the man to hopefully get out of there, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, we're looking at it from a body standpoint. We're looking at it, from him taking somebody out, all that other stuff, you know what I'm saying? And I hate to do this, but the man ain't RAPE nobody that we know of, you know what I'm saying? The man ain't no SO. The man ain't out here, messing around with no kids. He ain't killing no kids and all. He ain't killing no innocent people, none of that. Now, they didn't get the person who they wanted to get, which was Quando Rondo. They unfortunately got his cousin or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people looking at it from that standpoint. You said we all did some things in our life. You know what I'm saying? Have you noticed they call people don't blast the people winning? Yeah, exactly. What's up with it, Jelly Bean? I see you in the building, bro. Haven't seen you in a minute, but you know how I say it. Still grinding out here. Whether you like it or not, still got to grind it. Rain, sleet, or snow, we got to go. But yeah, that's a fact, Brown Sugar. You know what I'm saying? They don't never bring up Clinton. You know what I'm saying? They sit up there, they talk about the Clinton, you know what I'm saying? They put them in a good light. Now they talk about the good, bad, and the ugly. Talk about the good, bad, and the ugly. Hey, Dub, what's up with it? How you feeling? Everything good, bro? Look at I like our burger. Oh my God, I miss you. Oh my God. Oh yeah, she's like, oh my God, I miss you. Where you been? Where you been at? Where you been hiding? You trying to get away from me? Yeah, everything good, A-Dub, man. We chilling up in here. We talking about Durk. This ain't what you want. All the way up until all my life. But, you know, some people think he gonna get life. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm interested in seeing what's gonna happen to NBA YoungBoy. What's gonna happen in that situation? You know what I mean? Yeah. So, Dirk, man, it's gonna be interesting to see what's gonna happen with the NBA YoungBoy situation. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm, you know, all these guys, man. I don't want, you know, Brown Sugar. I don't want any of our kings and queens. Damn, I haven't heard young. Well, yeah, you know, they're trying to lower. You know, he's trying to, you know, cop a deal or whatever. But you know, he had got locked up. He was out for a minute. You know what I'm saying, on a house arrest. But you know, he got in trouble for you know, some sort of fraud scheme or whatever while he was in Utah. But and now he's back in because he violated his parole. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta think about it, man. You know, young boy was a part of that. You know that drill. You know, he's a part of that drill era, just like Durk is, just like, you know what I'm saying, Pooh Shiesty. You know what I'm saying? Just like NBA young boy. You know what I'm saying? Just like Chief Keef. You know what I'm saying? Just like King Von. All of them. You know what I'm saying? He's part of that drill era. You know what I mean? So a little bit of everything. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. You know, all these guys, man. Listen, man, they're not playing. You know what I'm saying? Like, um, if you're doing wrong, you're gonna get caught. You know what I'm saying? All this stuff, like, especially as a black man, you know what I'm saying? As a melanated person, okay. If you're doing wrong, you're gonna get caught up. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you might as well just go in with the intent that you're gonna be in the penitentiary. You might as well just go ahead and just face it, because you sitting up in there. This ain't like, it's just like with the whole straight drop situation, the straight drop and the Young Dolph and the cornbread situation and all that stuff. They even said it in the courtroom. They were like, "This ain't the '80s. This ain't the, you know, the '90s where there wasn't no hardly any technology and all that other stuff." Nah, man, they're gonna catch you with everything. They can detect things now. You know what I'm saying? Forensics is has evolved. You know what I'm saying? All this stuff that you're trying to get away with or whatever, you can only get away with it for so long. And on top of that, you got to look at the fact that, you know, these people that are out to get you too. Everybody ain't your friends. And you see the situation that's going on with Dirk now. Dirk did a lot for OTF, way more than what some niggas would ever do. Dirk was sitting up there. He bought OTF Jam a house, gave him $50K. You know what I'm saying? Got him a whip. was buying properties. He did way more than any other guys would do. You know what I'm saying? Sure, you ask somebody for $1 now, they ain't gonna give you nothing. You can't even get somebody to cash app you $1, yet alone 50 cents. Hugh gave him 50K, 50 racks, 50 racks, and got him a house. And he still did that, still wore a wire. That just goes to show you, man, you could give somebody the world. When they're ready to end you, they are just ready to end you, regardless of how nice you've been to them. Let's just keep it a stack. Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it 100. So that's one of the reasons why I say, free Durk. That's one of the reasons why I say, because he did a lot for those guys. I believe that Durk's heart was in the right place, but I've heard a lot of things about Durk. I've heard about, some things about him, wanting to get this guy, wanting to get that guy, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But that's the lifestyle that he was in. It's easy for us to sit up here on the outside looking in and look at a guy, his product of his own environment, and say, oh yeah, well, he shouldn't have did this or he should have did that and all this other stuff. But until you know how that guy came up or see what he was around and, the product of his environment, this, that, and the third or whatever, you can't really judge everybody's situation. You know what I'm saying? That's just like why, like I don't really judge, prostitutes and strippers and people that are in that lifestyle or whatever the case is, a guy that's on drugs or anything like that. We don't know everybody's journey. His journey still got to continue. And like Brown Sugar said, I agree with her. She said nobody has seen his transition. Now, I was clowning a little bit, you know what I'm saying, in the beginning. I was like, yeah, he was Muslim and all this other stuff. But I had to go back and I had to backtrack a little bit. And I had to say, okay, he was at least trying to make an effort to, nobody's perfect, you know what I'm saying? That even when they laughed at FBG Duck when he was preaching peace with all that drill that was going on, them killing each other and all this other stuff, you know what I'm saying? They had laughed at FBG Duck before he eventually had lost his life. Mick Swagger in the building. I see you in here, man. Salute to you. You say you right. It's easy to say what somebody should do, but you never know what a person has been through. That is a fact. That's a fact, man. That's 100% fact. You can't sit up here and be on the outside looking in and be like, oh yeah, I would have did this. Oh yeah, I would have did that or something like that, man. Have you lost somebody that was next to you? Have you lost somebody in a violent manner? You know what I'm saying? Are you at war? Are you in the middle of a turf war? Were you dragged into something? You know what I'm saying, that you really had no control over? But the point is, you had to really pick a side. You know what I'm saying? Some people can't relate to guys that grew up in Compton. You know what I'm saying? Some people can't relate to guys that grew up in South Central LA. You know what I'm saying? Some people can't relate to them guys that are growing up in, South side of Chicago, west side of Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Some people can't relate to them guys that's growing up in Memphis stuff. You know what I'm saying? Some people can't relate to them guys that's growing up in, Miami. You know what I'm saying? Little Haiti, Dade County and all that. You know what I'm saying? Some people can't relate to some of them guys that's growing up in ATL, you know what I'm saying, Zone 6 and all that other stuff. You know what I mean? New York. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's easy for you to sit up there and say, oh yeah, I would have did this, I would have did that, when you ain't never been a part of that environment, when you ain't even never sniffed that environment. You see a lot of people be inheriting. Yeah. But when somebody on the scene come in there like J. Cole and try to preach peace and consciousness and stuff like that, what they look at him, they look down on him. They said, "Oh, I don't like this music." You know what I'm saying? Females be like, "Oh, he weak," all this other stuff. But then the same ones that be up there, "Oh, he weak," and all this other stuff, they up there crying at the funerals and all that, talking about, "Oh, my baby," all this other stuff. But no, that's what you wanted. You know what I'm saying? You thought it was exciting. You wanted to put money on his book. You wanted a nigga, you know what I'm saying, rub that nigga and all that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? But you didn't want what came with it. You know what I'm saying? Either way, you probably gonna move on to the next nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about the, them females that causing drama and all this other stuff. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta keep it 100. Yeah, so yeah, they be inheriting a lot of beef, you know what I'm saying? And I know what you're saying, Mixed Swag. A lot of these guys, they like their family might have been beefing with somebody else or whatever, so then it's carried on into the next generation and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And that's a real thing. And uh, it's easy for us to sit up there and say, "Oh yeah, we can stop it" and stuff like that. But you don't know how those guys are feeling. You don't know what type of L's that those people have taken. You know what I'm saying? So we just got to look at it. We got to look at it from that standpoint. Hold on one sec, y'all. But besides that, man, I appreciate everybody pulling up, man. I'm getting ready to go ahead and ride up out of here. Make sure y'all hit the like. Make sure you sub to the channel if you're not a member. Also hit them notifications too as well. Okay. Um, Shouts out to the whole entire Lions Den basketball as well as boxing community. Chill there, man. Straight to the point. I'm out.